They're coming on. Time constraints. I'm telling you.
Oh, I got no volume in my headphones.
Oh, I can hear you just fine though.
No volume in your
Yeah,
headphones?
no volume in my headphones.
You might want to check your cable because I tested 4 sets of headphones on that this week.
It's weird. I have to pull it out just a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
it's your
very
cable,
strange.
man.
Yeah.
Either way.
We're back.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm back
How
as
was
well.
your trip last week, man?
It was
Interesting?
yeah. Whenever you go down to Hershey and Lancaster, you kind of just you smell chocolate everywhere.
Yeah, you
because
do.
we're close enough. I didn't realize it was gonna be like I've been in Hershey and I've been around the York area, but there's factories like you'll go to a Turkey Hill. I'm not sure if many of you know what that is,
Yes.
but directly after going to the Turkey Hill,
I think most of our viewers are from around here, so yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I stopped at one and I stopped at a place in Lancaster, and I walk outside and I'm like, those pancakes smell really good. They smell like chocolate chips. So I started breathing it in, and I'm like, that smells really good. And the person I was with was like, that's not the place we're going to. That's the chocolate factory. That's 6 blocks down the road. I was like,
I want some chocolate now.
I would be so fat if I lived here.
Oh, buddy.
But yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So, no shilling, Nick. You're saving shilling for later.
Shilling?
Yeah. Antisocialexperience.com. Check it out. It's our website. It is over here. We'll put that up. I hope this is making it out. We're getting warnings from Restream. But anyways, check out the website, antisocialexperience.com, and also the Facebook page, which is here.
Which I will be monitoring again today.
Yeah. Can you check the stream once? Because Restream never gives us warnings, and for some reason it is. I think they updated something, and we need to update with it.
Hey, it's looking like it on Facebook. At least it's good. On Discord, it looks like it's good as well.
Okay.
Then
and
that's
we
all
have,
we care about, man.
All right. We're doing good.
Yeah, we have one person watching us.
All right,
hi,
hello.
one person.
Okay. So, well, I mean, we're going to get right into it with my topics. This is fresh on my mind. It's foaming in everybody's mouth. And you guys don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah, probably.
No. So, well, you might have an idea. So, it's Bendgate 2018. So, you remember back with the iPhone 6s?
Yeah, the Bendgate.
The Bendgate, yeah. With the new iPad Pro, the 2018 model. Apparently, it's I watched the video myself. Review Tech USA has a link to the video. It's Jerry's something. I can't remember the exact name, so sorry. But dude, he literally takes it like this, puts like that much force, like to where his thumbs would be like by his knuckles, and it just goes, and it just bends.
Yeah, man, no good.
Like
no good.
Like not quite like paper, but like kind of like it was soft, dude. Like, yeah, they didn't put much aluminum in there, and like, yeah, so it's pretty bendy. I mean, if you want to like check the video out for your guys self, just Google it, or like I linked it on my Facebook. But
wow,
for
sure.
Yeah, the only thing good about that is nobody's going to be putting iPad Pros in their pockets, like, and sitting on them.
Actually, I do. My pockets are big enough that I do that all the time.
But if it's that easy to bend, you set it on a table. You don't know that there was like, say, like, I don't know why, but something like the size of an ashtray or something under there, and you set a book then on it, that's gonna right around that. That's not gonna.
Or in a backpack.
Yeah. So
get yourself a case. Life proof.
At how thin that was and how expensive aluminum is, it would almost be cheaper for you to just make the entire casing out of glass.
Yeah.
Get a case, people.
Yeah.
I use one. I hate it, but I use it.
Well, I don't know, man. It's just, too, like the aluminum is just on the edge now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're actually losing like a lot of structural support by not having it see over, like turn into like a C channel like that, and wrap around the screen a little bit. You're losing so much strength.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, this is a little bit in my wheelhouse when it comes to metal and structural.
Apple, what are you doing?
So it needs some kind of channel or rigging or like something to act as like a gusseting and reinforcement, and it's just like a band of aluminum that just runs around the outside. So it has no torsion resistance.
No,
it's just gonna flex and twist.
Flex, twist, bend easy.
Yeah. The only strength on it is the corners, and that's just gonna be on that plane. Like, it's not a good design. It's not no.
I agree, definitely not.
And that I think that leads us back into the crux of the matter is this shit would not be happening if Steve Jobs was still alive.
Hell no.
No.
No. I don't think so.
Because when I saw this, I Googled it. I'm like, okay, when did Steve Jobs die? Okay, 2011. When was the iPhone 6? And when was like the Ben Gate? When did all these problems start? They all fucking started after Jobs died.
Well, he was alive for the iPhone 4, right?
Yeah, with the antenna gate or whatever.
You're holding it
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Like,
So, yeah, but that's
yeah.
that's one, and he's not an angel or anything, but I'm just saying,
No,
running, yeah, he was a dick from
Yeah.
all accounts. But he was good at that. He was a genius at like making a tech company.
Yes,
Like, credit where
making shit
credit's
work.
due. Yeah, like, and he was. I think a lot of that came from him being a hard ass, and like it's got to be this level, man, And I've heard tons of stories of him, flipping out when shit didn't go right.
My.
Yeah, like yeah.
There's a movie that Pirates of Silicon Valley.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was a good flick. Like him and Gates, like the people that portrayed him. Anybody that hasn't seen it, go check it out.
Yeah.
You will enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
I don't like slamming on Apple stuff in their products because
Me either. I'm not, but this is a valid concern.
yeah,
Like
they're all valid.
You're not. I thought you were exaggerating a little bit. You're not kidding in the slightest. Like he applies almost. I'm watching the pencil demonstration for the new one.
uh-huh.
They apply almost no force, and yet it just snaps. It's as if it was a wooden pencil.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but the whole iPad, man, the whole iPad just breaks in half, man, like tissue paper.
The screen though, the glass is very strong. They're taking like nails and like running them down it.
Yeah,
no
but
scratches.
there's no reinforcement for the glass. It's still glass. Glass is very brittle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you need reinforcement for it to hold that hardness. Like somewhere else has to take that force so in metalworking there's two, for me basically, like there's two states to think of metal. There's hardness and softness, brittle, ductile. Okay? Those things all go hand in hand. And it works in a katana too. Like you have a harder steel edge that transitions into softer steel. So that hard steel edge punctures and then the force transfers into where it can absorb it in the softer steel. Same thing with the glass and the aluminum. There's no area where it's going to transition that force.
No, not at all.
So yeah, the glass may be really tough, but it's brittle. And if you get too much force on it, it's gonna crack.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. I employ anyone to go and look up that video. It's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. And too, like the camera on the back, they said that like it's sapphire glass, but apparently like their sapphire glass is like technically sapphire glass, but not really because it scratches at like a number 6 instead of a 7 like sapphire does.
Wow.
Yeah. They've been cutting corners, it looks like a bit. Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Yep.
And usually never for the better.
No.
Like I've never sat and researched like, okay, who cut corners and it actually benefited?
I'm imagining it has happened.
I mean, it
But,
benefits them.
but no, I mean, but it actually works out for the consumer and stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's probably happened,
But that's not a.
well, here's the thing: if it has happened, you probably wouldn't know about it because you probably just think it was a quality product.
right.
Yeah.
That's not like a statistic that we can pull up. So
Unfortunately not.
No.
no, the slamming on Apple thing, like I hate doing it because when you think about it,
No, because there is a lot of stuff they do that I like too.
well, there's probably a lot of people that watch this along with a lot of other stuff
I
on
am,
their product.
I am buying 3 iPads
Yeah.
for Christmas. Not that one, but I'm buying
on.
3 iPads for Christmas. The other ones are still good.
Which iPad is it?
That's the new Pro, the 2018
You're not
brand
getting
new
the
Pro.
new Pro?
I would get honestly, I'll get the 10.5 Pro. Like I'll get the one that you have.
I have this
You
is the
the
original.
9 Okay,
Yeah, the original.
I would get the 2nd gen, the 10.5.
Yeah, they were better.
They were better, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that brings us to our second point for tonight. The title of the stream.
Oh yeah. Is there anything anybody else want to say on Apple? Or are we good?
No, we're good.
We're good. Okay,
We
it is
can
what
al-
it is.
We can only hit them so
we
hard.
need to resurrect Steve Jobs. We need zombie jobs.
Zombie jobs?
We need zombie,
Zombie
jobs.
jobs.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have
I
So
don't know about.
Jobs.
What about AI jobs?
just I feel more comfortable with zombie jobs.
I think we get better products with AI jobs.
Okay, well, you go find well, you're a programmer. You guys get on AI jobs. I'm going to go find a witch doctor or someone who does voodoo, and I'm going to go
Voodoo.
work on zombie jobs, okay? So, all right, break. What's the next topic?
That'd be interesting. Then we can have them fight to the death.
Yeah. Okay.
That-
So what's
tickets.
Main topic at hand.
Yeah, main
yes.
topic.
2019.
Our sad loss of a great man,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mr. Mr. Jobs,
Mr. Job. Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that
Yeah.
was a sad loss,
yeah, I
too.
guess, yeah.
Years ago.
Mr. Steve, Mr. Lee,
Mr. Stanley.
Stanley, not Steve.
Dave
Yeah.
Lee.
Stanley.
Yeah, it's Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley. Yep. Yeah, we love. Yep. That was a bummer. Yeah.
And it's not like it happened the day after our show. Like
Yeah.
our show
Yeah,
last
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Veterans Day, and then the observed Veterans Day, he kicks it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Did he serve? I know like a lot of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was like in the army or something.
Army or Air Force.
Army or Air Force. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an event. But I was very dismayed as he's enchanted my childhood, and I wasn't a big comic book guy until I started seeing the Marvel movies,
Mm-hmm.
which turned me into a comic book guy.
I would say the same thing with me. Like the first Iron Man really got me into it. And the X-Men. Yeah.
I think the first Spider-Man,
Mm.
Spider-Man 2, the video game for PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
That was what got me into it.
That game actually gets a lot of hype. Like it's praised even today
Yeah, it is.
as being like the definitive.
PS2.
Well, I think like the new one on PS4, people say it's close. It's on the same level maybe. I guess
It was
is what I
such a
hear.
good game.
But yeah, like no people. So that Spider-Man 2 game, that's the hallmark, man. That's the water. That's the high
I
water
was
mark.
so young, I wouldn't even remember how great it was. I just remember swinging around
Yeah.
and being like,
It was the
I'm
web
Spider-Man.
mechanics. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what did it.
Yeah. It was so good that even after years after not having a PS2, I got an emulator going to play it in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, Kingdom.
I pirated the shit out of those games.
I like Kingdom
I had
Hearts.
to, man.
Kingdom Farts.
I couldn't just go buy a console. I'm not gonna buy a used one and get ripped.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
kidding
no,
me?
you can buy them super cheap now.
Yeah, but how long's it gonna work?
Well, dude, PS2, a PS2,
Yeah.
a PS2. They were manufacturing those up until like 2 years ago.
I still have a PlayStation 2.
Like they were manufacturing them because they sell well in like other countries.
Nah,
still.
I couldn't
Yeah.
find a new one.
You'd
I
have to
don't know.
order it from like somewhere else, but you could get one.
What
like
is
new.
what is when they're locked to a region? What would that do if you have it in this country? I've never went down that road.
It depends. So if we're talking like a console. Oh, sorry about the noise, guys.
Yeah.
Um,
We get all
What
kinds
was
of noise.
that?
someone neighbor. Yeah,
Oh wow,
yeah.
Who knows?
interesting.
So anyway, what's it? So it depends on the console. Like old school consoles with no internet connectivity. So if you bring it here, it won't play games that are sold here, but you have to buy games from there.
From that region, but it'll
Yeah.
still connect to the TV and everything.
Well, it depends because like Europe had like a different like refresh rate on their monitors, like classically, like I think
Yeah.
50 hertz and we're
50
60.
and 60, yeah.
So there's that issue. But if you can get past those issues, then yeah, if you have the game from the region and the console from the region, as long as you can hook it up to a monitor somewhere, you can play it.
Is there a region-free console?
The Switch is region
They're
free.
called globals.
No, but the Switch is region free now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, like
there's still restricted regions,
so
but yes.
technically, but you can just make an account in
Yeah.
that region and
Yeah.
then you can play. So
Okay.
it's not technically region.
That seems like
yeah.
the smart way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to make an account for that region.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, PS2. I never found a new one.
But like
for,
no, I think like say if we want to do like an Xbox 360 from like Europe and play it here, I think you'd have to like VPN and connect maybe
to their Xbox.
Not
to their network.
not for
No.
the 360.
Not
If
for-
you're it's kind of going away now that we're getting a bit more into the digital
So-
downloads.
But to your point, I was wondering how it worked with like an online console. And like
Yeah.
playing online.
Online.
You might know. So yeah.
It's 50% it's about the code and 50% it's about the region. So
Okay.
really it's different languages are used. So in Europe, you can code in not just English. You can code in French and other languages.
Mhm.
So the consoles have to be a little bit more versatile. Code's a little different.
Mm.
So whenever you come to America, we're pretty standard that we use
It's all English. Yeah.
Whackers.
Yeah, we also use certain coding principles that there might be slight variations in the consoles that make it so that American consoles are slightly slower or slightly faster than other countries.
Mhm.
There's also direct impedances. So let's say that you get a. Sorry about that. Let's say that you get a console from the Middle East.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, you're going to have a bit more restrictions on most of the games that it's able to play.
Bad
nice
shot.
catch. Nice catch. because it's written, first of all, in a different language, and second of all, a good majority of the code has been taken out because there's things that you can't see when you're in that country.
And trying to tie the two together. Did Stan appear in any games? I'm sure his voice was in there. Voice talent was in there. Like
I think in like I think I may have seen him in like an old like N64 Incredible Hulk game maybe or something. Like
He cameos in the video games too.
Yeah.
He's cameoed in the Spider-Mans. He's cameoed in the Marvel games. He's cameoed in everything.
yeah, there's a 7-minute video. All Stanley video game cameos.
yeah.
So check that out, people.
I saw like this is something interesting I saw relating to Stan Lee's passing. Like the day it happened, a thing went up on Conan's YouTube, and it was a Stan Lee interview from like 1995, and he's like, "Yeah, I got my start like writing obituaries for famous people, and like before they were dead. Like you ever wonder like how like an obituary comes out so fast? Like oh, they're just written up years ago, so you know you made it if you have an obituary written about you before you're dead. So like that happened, and then like YouTube was just flooded. Like people had their stuff ready, I guess. So. That was nice.
That's good. He had a trailer to go off on too. That was what was really good.
Yeah.
What I didn't like, you guys surely you heard about the negative press?
No, I didn't.
Like who was it?
Kind of don't want to.
Well, somebody slammed him. One of the talk show people.
Someone claimed
Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Bill Maher.
I don't, that tells you I don't know how the fuck to say it
Yeah.
because I don't watch his content.
What Bill Maher have to say?
Trashes fans, mourning Stan Lee, and adults who read comics. So he was putting down a lot of people. I don't imagine that was too popular.
Yeah.
Well, the biggest thing that got me was at one point in time, someone claimed that he raped them right as he died. Like the day of, as soon as the news came out, there was a whole thing like Stan Lee raped me and this girl said all this stuff, but there was no physical way. No. So it was immediately discredited.
Yeah.
Well, he was put under. There's a lot of for that, and then also there was a investigation going on for elder abuse on him, like against him.
Yeah,
people
somebody
were
was
taking care of
abusing him. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like his care. He was like I don't know like where. So I guess at this point I'll just say like he alleged that like his caretakers were taking advantage of him.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he had alleged that. I don't know anybody that's talked about it to any great extent other than some of the more recent episodes of Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously,
Well, they're comic book men.
yeah, comic book men, friends of Kevin Smith,
Yeah.
they've been in movies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they've talked about it a couple times.
I imagine they had like a whole episode for Stan Lee. Or
Well,
like-
it hasn't came out yet.
Yeah.
But once it does, yeah.
So check that out. Yeah.
Coming, can't say it's coming out, but I'm guessing it will.
It'll be out at some point, dude.
Yeah.
I don't see those guys not.
Not yet, really.
Yeah.
The only thing only thing I can pull out of their conversations was Brian Johnson had said about some of the more recent cons.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying like Stan Lee's like whatever masturbating in front of them, trying to whatever take advantage of them when he was in a home, and Brian's like, you should have seen the guy. They had to prop him up like they were filming another sequel for Weekend at Bernie's.
There's no way he could physically do that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what he said. They had him propped up at the
Yeah.
cons like. So how the hell is he going to do it? Now, somebody taking advantage of somebody that can't really help themselves.
I can see the other way.
that,
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man. And if it comes to light, there are gonna be a lot of angry people.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that the hate you would get
If
if it was found out
that you abuse Stan Lee in his dying days? Yeah.
you
The hate you would get.
you would never live that down. You couldn't go anywhere in public.
You would try to kill yourself.
You'd be a pariah. Yeah.
Just kill yourself now. If you did it, just die.
Let's not tell anyone to kill
No,
themselves.
no,
Let's tone that down a little bit.
That is in
Come on,
jest.
man.
But yeah, it's bittersweet because it's obvious. It wasn't a surprise that he was
No,
old
he's
and
95.
fighting.
Yeah.
But it's sad that he had to go.
Well, and there's a bit of acceptance too. Like he doesn't have to suffer anymore.
True.
Yeah. Like
What
he was 95. He probably knew he had a good run.
I'm pretty sure he had some diseases as well.
Yeah. Like it's it's probably actually better.
95 is a good run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Most of us will never make it there.
I mean, I plan
Yeah.
on living forever, so far so good.
Good luck with that. Yeah, you're 20. That's why.
So far so good. That's all I'm saying.
I'm holding out for advances in medical technology.
I'm gonna be a Borg.
Nah, Brandon a vet.
Okay.
I got you.
Just
Gonna be a crank.
I'll put you into a computer, Nick. Don't worry.
All right, he's got you. So I guess anything else you want to say on Stan Lee? Or?
Kind of. No, I mean it kind of ties in because, and I'm thinking, I don't know how much it actually has to do with him, because I'm trying to think when he started. 19. Well, he's born 22, so he was in the war. My mouse keeps dying. I heard people. I need batteries. Send batteries. Help.
Send batteries to Mars and the moon for our moon rides.
Yeah, we'll need a few.
And I'd brought up some articles here on it. If we'll go full screen. Do you know what talkies are?
Walkie-talkie?
No, I know what a talkie is. He wouldn't probably.
You have no clue.
What
You're
are
just
talkies? I've probably
radio programs, like where they would just talk out a like play basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
kind of like what we did, but
Yeah.
like they
Well,
had-
actually, no. Like
They actually have voices and
no,
stuff.
no, no. Okay, so the term I'm a little foggy on because I thought a talkie was what they were first referred to as the first like motion pictures with actual sound as
no,
well.
No, no,
No, okay.
These are radio broadcasts
Okay.
from the golden age of radio.
Okay.
And there was a whole list of them. I'm gonna pull it up here for people quick.
I do know what they are, and I do enjoy them.
And I thought there was a few, like the Green Hornet and a few other ones.
Mhm.
But when you pull it up,
Oh, there's tons.
you got the whole alphabet there, and yeah, it just goes and goes and
Well,
goes.
dude, that was the network TV of the day, man.
I remember my dad telling me a lot about these.
Actually, that was like the cable TV of the day.
And
with the selection.
listening to some of the reruns of them and tapes that or I don't know, I'm not going to say reruns, but reruns when he would play tapes of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
So, I don't think anybody listens to this that actually listened to that stuff in its original run.
Probably not.
No.
But just there was people that looked forward to hearing that stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know when they quit playing them, like how
When TV started to come around and be more widely adopted.
No, they were on. Does it say?
No. I probably bet if you click on them.
I'd imagine they ran into like the 50s.
I do know that one of the
Well, we'll look it up.
yes. Well, while we're doing that, one of the greater quotes that I've ever heard from Stan Lee was, "Just remember, if it's easy, everyone will be doing it."
Yeah. Oh, no, I just got to call everybody a true believer now.
True believer.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That was like his tagline, what he called people, wasn't it?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Excelsior.
That was
Onward.
one of them, yeah. Excelsior and Onward, and then like
Yeah, and
true
that's how-
believer, yeah. Yeah.
True believer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched something where he said that.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
My old
Yeah.
brain don't work,
Yeah,
people.
man. Yeah, he'd all be like, and see you next week, true believers. You know, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The period when the golden age of radio reached its peak popularity was in the 1930s and 40s. So it did continue after that. But
Yeah,
that
it
was
probably-
its peak
It
popularity.
probably died off in the 50s. And
Well, TV.
movies and TV, yeah, were
30s,
yeah.
40s.
Movies
Wow.
have been around, but like they were probably getting more
Big.
widely adopted. Yeah.
I believe the home theater system was 1946.
Yeah, but that's not gonna be like too widely adopted at that point either.
Yeah.
No,
When
but
it comes-
everyone would go to your friend's house and you could go and see.
Yeah, but still not too widely adopted.
You remember VCRs?
Yeah,
I do.
Were you who was the first person you knew that had one of those?
a VCR.
Yeah.
Me when I was like a kid, when I was born. We had
Right,
one.
right.
Yeah,
See, I remember when they came around.
yeah. I don't remember
Kinda.
them coming around. No,
And then there was what was the other ones, the crappy ones?
Beta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Beta's still used in the film industry.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
beta?
Betamax.
Is that like
It was like an it was like the Coke. It was like the Pepsi and Coke of like VCR and Betamax.
Yeah.
They were two like emerging competing technologies with
Huh.
similar premises. Yeah.
Which
Neat.
is crazy because didn't I remember laser discs movies on that? Like
Yeah. They competed with they were before the DVD.
yeah,
Laser discs. Yeah.
way before.
Way before, yeah.
Think a double sided. Some of them were double sided.
Dude,
DVD.
they were okay, imagine a DVD but the size of a vinyl.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was great.
Yeah.
I remember.
back in the day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who always had the TVs on display? Was it Sears and Roebuck?
Yeah, Sears and Roebuck, yeah.
I would go in there and they had some Guns N' Roses concert, and this is in the '90s.
Yeah.
I think whenever the Use Your Illusion tour was going on, so 1 and 2, they had that on Laserdisc, and they're trying to like sell because that was popular at the time. They're trying playing that in Sears, to entice people to buy the set, which was like 200. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It was back when like 4K TVs were like brand new, and you walked into like a store and you're like, so what can I really watch on this? And they're like, demo reels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing,
like you can watch demo reels, man.
nothing
That's so
else.
funny.
Nothing else will display, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, laser discs, and I don't know when they came. I'm not gonna fact check everything. That's the bad part of fact checking,
Yeah.
and we go without a lot of facts here sometimes. Radio programs, wish I had more experience with, and I don't know. I have boxes of tapes from my dad, so
Yeah.
if I come across any of that, expect to hear clips of it in this show in the future. Favorite comic here. Do we have any comments? Anybody watching? If you like comics, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character?
Yeah, yours. Anybody watching?
It's tough because I'm not like a huge comic book guy either.
Yeah, like
I will say though, since I wasn't like gonna say this to really too many people, but I am in honor now, I guess, of Stanley. I have been before this happened. I started working on a comic, so now I have to see it through. So
good luck, man.
yeah, thank you. That's why I got to get the iPad. That'll make it way easier.
Gonna be drawing with a pencil,
Yeah, man. Oh, because I can do pen and paper, but I'm not fast at it.
right?
So like, yeah.
My experience with drawing, and it all takes. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
It all takes getting used to.
Mm-hmm.
When you can see what you're drawing,
Yeah,
it
but
works.
Here's what I want to do though. I want to draw a line and be like, oh, that's close, and then manipulate the line.
Yeah,
And then like I got to a point where I had a head drawn for like a cover, and I was like, man, it's the right size and everything, but I just want to rotate it like 10 degrees without having to erase it and redraw it. Yeah, so,
get ready to work in layers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I know.
That's something that took me to.
I've worked in like Blender and like a little bit of Photoshop, so like, yeah.
I always did the paper, like pen on paper, pencil on paper, and it took so long to get used to working in layers.
Yeah, but
Like-
I'll admit pen and paper has a nice feel to it though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you want that, you're gonna buy an expensive device or one of the separate tablets you plug into a computer.
Yeah, I was looking. I can get one for like $50.
Yeah, that's a good solution
Yeah,
to
too.
get that feel.
Yeah.
To the question in hand, though, what was
Oh,
your
favorite comic?
superhero or comic?
I guess if you have one, go. But if you don't, I'll butter here.
I'd say my favorite superhero is going to come down to a tie. It's going to be between Doctor Strange and Legion. Legion being Professor X's son, just because I like it. I also like Spider-Man. But that's
I mean, you going off comics or going off like the
let's
the
keep
cinematic universe?
Let's keep it since it's Stan Lee. Let's keep it. You got to pick somebody from Marvel. Okay.
Right, from Marvel Comics. Are you going from the comics or
You
from
can
the
go
cinematic
either,
universe?
anywhere. Either.
Legion isn't. Oh, I guess it is in the cinematic. No, the original Legion, the comic Legion.
Yeah.
Where he has multiple personality disorder and he's Professor X's son, and
Yeah, there's some craziness going
Okay.
on there.
the
If we're
original
going-
Doctor Strange.
I gotta go Iron Man, Tony Stark. Because
Iron
like
Man's a good one.
I'm a fabricator, so like and I like tech, so I'm like yeah I can see Iron, and I've had a little narcissistic streak in my past, so yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
every day of my life.
Yeah, so I can relate to him.
But actual comics, I think my favorite comic is actually not Marvel at all. My apologies for taking it out. I think it's going to have to be White Lantern.
Mm.
And it's a book,
DC.
DC.
unfortunately.
Mm.
I love the White Lantern. I love the Green Lantern franchise and like the full Lantern system.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Nick, you?
probably the Hulk.
A good pick. Good pick.
good
Underrated pick, but a really good pick.
Yeah.
They're
he's
bringing him up again.
yeah.
His old movies used to be good, but with,
Well, I mean, in the comic, like he's like
Yeah.
people are always like, "Oh man, the Hulk's not that good." Like the Hulk gets stronger the angrier he
Yeah.
gets. Like you can't kill the Hulk.
No.
Like that's the thing. You can't kill him. They've tried.
Well, there's been a couple people that were unkillable, and eventually they take the storyline that way.
Yeah.
That
Well, they did a really good thing with that with Planet Hulk. They're like, "Oh, we can't kill the Hulk. We're just going to send him, maroon him on a planet somewhere."
that didn't work out very well.
No, it didn't. He raised an army and came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not even the Hulk from the movies.
No, that's comic book Hulk.
Yeah, I'm saying the Hulk from the comics.
But if you saw Thor Ragnarok, that's
As close as you can get to Planet Hulk,
Hulk.
basically.
Yes. Yep. Though that's where they drew inspiration from, was Planet Hulk for that one.
That
yeah.
was so funny.
Yeah.
I was just telling you about how
Yeah,
we mourned the death and we watched Ragnarok. And
Drake-
they gave Thor's hammer. I'm
Yep.
sorry, his axe. They gave him the hat that he's supposed to actually be wearing. They gave him the suit he's supposed to be wearing.
Yeah.
They cut his hair the way he's supposed to cut it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What, in the movie?
In the movie, yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
modeled Hulk after Planet Hulk for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
It was
though.
good, yeah.
And then they made Hulk a little bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, in the in Infinity War.
Yeah, when Thanos
Yeah.
punched him once and then he wouldn't come back out.
Yeah. The Hulk was a bitch in the first. They like Infinity War 2 better be fucking.
Well, there was a
Hulk-filled.
reason why it didn't come out in the first one. I don't know what it is, but I saw an article about it.
No,
Somebody had their,
I don't want
yeah.
to speculate.
Yeah, somebody had their
I'm
their expert opinion.
okay,
why?
yeah, they can keep
Fuck
their
that.
expert opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To themselves. They can keep
Well,
it
no,
to
no.
their
Until
expert selves.
until I see the other one, then maybe I'll read it. But like till then, I don't want to go in clouded.
I'm pretty sure I know why it was too.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed that they went with it.
Yeah, same. Oh, what's our time at? I know we have a short one today.
Oh, sure.
I don't know what we're at.
What time is it?
Oh, it is 12:52.
So we do have to wrap this up within like the next 8.
Next date?
Yeah, he's
Eight
got to
to
be
10.
yeah,
8 to 10.
8 to 10.
You leave it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're shipping out.
He's
That's
gotta
right.
ship
Yeah,
out,
it's
yeah.
been a busy week.
And
this
then
week.
I have to go pick up my kill team. So
Your kill team.
I'm playing. So I guess like I used to play tabletop miniatures games.
Yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
that,
I
but not a whole lot.
I played Warhammer and Hordes, or War Machine and Hordes. I never played I've tried Warhammer, but so Warhammer 40K. In the grim dark future, there is only war. The setting is really cool and I dig it, but I don't want to have to buy a million fucking minis and have to paint a million fucking minis. So they have a game, a squad based game where like you level up in between matches
Yeah,
called Kill Team, and you own like $60 is all you'll ever fucking need.
that's
Like,
not bad.
And so if I ever do want more, I'll just play another faction or something. So it's nice, and I don't have to paint a million fucking minis. So I got to go pick that up. I ordered it last week.
Is that kind of like D&D, but with the
Sort of.
figures?
Sort of. So like where D&D is role playing and like you live an adventure and you play as one character.
Right.
These are imagine an RTS, but turn based.
Yeah, real
Like,
time
or like
strategy.
yeah, like or like a turn based strategy game. I guess it would just be. It's a turn based strategy, like a turn based war strategy game, but on a table, and you roll dice and use measuring tape.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have stat cards. So yeah, it's fun. It's like these games are a lot of fun. It's just I can't do the million minis anymore.
It's like Civ 6. It's like Civ 6, but more real time, even though it's not real time.
I would consider more like a smaller like Age of Empires or something like that, or
Really?
like Total War. More like Total War. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because Total War did a Warhammer 40K version or a Warhammer
Yeah,
version.
they
So
did.
like it's like Total War,
Interesting.
Yeah. but on a tabletop. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it's fun. I enjoy it. So I got to go do that too.
Shit.
Yeah. And then I got to go get my phone. My phone died last night. I got to go get that fucking replaced. And yeah, I got a whole thing. And then D&D.
And then D&D.
And then
D&D tonight's going to be
D&D
good.
Tonight's going to be good. Yeah, I got to level up somewhere in that meantime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you guys have fun with that. I'm gonna be working on
Work.
Working, yeah.
work later and working on the show. This show
Yeah.
today.
We appreciate it, Nick.
It's going to be great. Are we having a Christmas episode?
Oh, for sure. We're going to have a Thanksgiving episode and
Are we
Christmas
really?
episode. Yeah. We're gonna,
I'm excited.
Well, we're doing an episode for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving themed, maybe.
oh, well.
I don't know. I haven't
Well,
thought.
maybe
of nothing
we'll
for
at
that.
least just tell some Thanksgiving stories or something.
I also, pardon me, I also think later this week, Tim and I will be starting a stream, won't we?
Oh yeah, because you'll be in your new place finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
have internet and I can upload and I'll do
Are
some
you,
edits
you
for
getting,
YouTube as
you-
well.
You getting Battlefield finally? Then you've been planning on it. Oh yeah, you did. You got. Oh yeah, you can play now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Aaron's coming into 2018 with internet.
Yeah.
Good internet.
Good internet. Gig internet. Yeah.
Gigabit.
Gigabit.
Dude, that's great when you get that, and it just
Dude, to go from one less than a megabyte per second
To go from basically dial up.
slower than
Yeah.
some points
Yeah,
to
that's-
gigabit, it's gonna
Get
Yeah, that.
Creamio jeans as soon as you fucking plug in.
yeah, I'm gonna touch and my computer's
Internet.
gonna be done with all its updates.
Yeah.
internet should be free. It's information.
Well, I don't know, man, because like, should electric and all that be free too?
No.
Then
No,
I don't
definitely
think
not.
it. Then if by that logic, no, I don't.
I think that it's widely available enough that there should be a base layer that the government provides. You should be
Okay,
able to get
That's
yeah,
what I'm
a
saying.
base
most
layer,
places.
sure. Like
Yeah.
like just a connection to like you can like check
Yes.
some
If-
stuff
if
and
you
like
do-
communicate. Yeah,
Exactly. If you do
Yeah.
raise taxes for that, that's actually well worth it because you
Yeah.
need internet to do everything. You
Like,
can't
true.
apply for a job. You
Yeah,
can't do
okay.
anything.
I can see it on a base level. Then yeah, I'm gonna backpedal a little on that one. Yeah,
Exactly.
So some free if you want to do more,
If you want the crazy fast and all that, yeah, then you got to pay in.
then you pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and that
you-
would drive more competition.
Yeah, that'd be good. Actually, that'd be a good idea.
It would be competition. It would make these providers actually send people out to do work on their networks.
Mhm.
Because if you're paying for service,
Well, they're also going to be getting tax revenue then too, so they will be able to send people out too.
Right.
So yeah.
I also think that I'm not a big government person, but I think that we should have a tax-driven energy grid, because I think with renewable energy such as solar and using your current resources, we could be in a much better place,
Yeah.
paying a little bit more in taxes to get more communal electricity.
You really gotta. I really needed to like sit down with like somebody who knows and like crunches numbers though. You know what I mean?
You know who we should have on the show?
Who?
Tyler.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
is he an electric
energy,
man? A Penelec guy?
he's an energy engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Yeah,
I
he'd
think
be the guy,
He would
yeah.
love to be on this too.
He would be the guy too. Yeah.
Line it up.
I'll get at him. He's playing. He's either playing Kenchi or Ring. So
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we can have him voice in.
Yeah. Well, he's in Delaware now. Yeah, we'd have to.
Comes up all the time.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah. Well, I'll get at him today. Once I get my phone back up, I'll get at him. Yeah.
We're rapping.
We're rapping.
Last thing I wanted to say about the electric thing also, and this is for anybody out there, being a cold season here in North America, the Northern Hemisphere, we're on our winter,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Do not ever let your electric provider do the estimated bill. Read your own meter. It's so easy to do.
It's easy.
Sign up, change your electric over so you can do that.
Yep.
Because they just
They'll
they
put
guess
you through
and
the
they
ringer.
will
Yeah.
take money from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our bill has went down by hundreds after doing our own readings.
So when I moved into my place a few years ago, our landlord at this place checks the meter. So like the past few years, it's been like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours was like out of hand.
Yeah.
Like it was just getting hundreds
Same.
added every month.
Yep.
And we started reading it and it's been dropping by hundreds.
Yeah.
So
They're shady fucks, man.
do that, especially in the winter, people, when you're going to be using your electric, if you have electric heat more and whatnot.
Well, you're gonna be using electricity more in the winter.
Yeah,
anyway.
heaters, whatever.
Yeah. All right.
We're wrapping up. We're going to use our old outro too.
All right. And I guess we'll see you next week, true believers.
Yes,
Yes.
we will.